What's happening, beautiful people, and welcome back to another video. If this is your first time joining me here on the channel, welcome. My name is Vincent Ramos. I'm a Los Angeles-based health coach, and for the past 15 years of my life, I've dedicated myself to helping people maximize on their potential and to build a body, a bank account, and a life that they are proud of, all through fitness, health, nutrition, and personal development practices. Now, I'm very excited about today's topic. This is a very profound topic for me. I'm all about the basics in every aspect of life. I love to get down to the foundational elements because you can only build as high as your foundation is deep. So today we're going to take a few minutes to chat about the 4 basic components when improving life. So let's get right into it. The first one is, who do you listen to? When you seek out people to give you advice or seek out people to lend opinions when you're improving your life, who do you listen to? There's so much information now all across the world on every single subject imaginable. How do you even start, right? And the answer is quite simple. You listen to people that have what you want. You listen to people of character and integrity that have walked the path, that have earned their stripes, and that have the evidence to prove that what they're teaching is real. They have the physical evidence to prove what their philosophies are. The reality is your income, your character, your lifestyle, your education is the average of your 5 best friends or the average of your 5 top associations. Now those can be physical in-person associations, those can be virtual remote associations, those associations can be through books or through audios. So it's extremely important to pay attention to whose influence you're letting average into your life. And for me, it started with spending a lot of alone time first, reflecting and getting an idea of who I wanted to become, and then associating with people cut from that cloth, whether it was first through books and, audio tapes and, kind of looking for people in life who were having the type of impact that I wanted to have in life, high achievers, men of character, men of integrity, family men, who were leaving a positive footprint across the world. So I began to read audios and texts of people that I admired and wanted to emulate. And in every circumstance of life, I would essentially act as though they were a fly on the wall and act as they would in many cases. And the reality is we do this anyways. We let other people's presence as it relates to our mind influence and impact our steps. It's just in a lot of cases we're letting the wrong people influence us. So paying attention to and choosing your associations wisely, and if you don't have physical people in your life, do it through books, do it through audios, and then as your frequency rises, you'll begin to attract more and more quality people and quality opportunities into your life. So from there it goes down to the teachability index. Concept number 2, teachability index. Teachability index is based off of 2 factors, right? What is your willingness to learn? What is your willingness to change patterns and neural pathways? And then what are you willing to give up in order to make these changes in your life? One of the most profound statements that I've ever heard was, if you want things in your life to change, you have to first change things in your life. There's so many people living day by day wanting life to change for them, wanting more money, wanting better opportunities, wanting dream relationships, wanting to travel, wanting just a different life, without first changing their thought processes, their beliefs, their expectations, their habits. And not only is it backwards, but you will literally spend your entire life chasing your tail, just spinning in circles. So being teachable, being willing to change, being humble and understanding that you don't know it all is critical, and it is honestly the cornerstone of growth. Humility is the cornerstone of growth. Teachability is the cornerstone of growth. So moving on to number 3, mastering, right? This is called the training balance scale. So mastering balance between your thoughts, attitudes, and beliefs, and the actions, the corresponding actions. The challenge that a lot of people run into is they spend so much time focused on the actions, focused on the doing, and not nearly enough time building the attitudes, the beliefs, the mindset, the thought process. Actions are on the surface, on the 3-dimensional surface level, but it all starts at a much deeper level with that subconscious programming. So getting your mind right and putting the relevant information into your mind so that those actions become automatic. That's the key. Needing to get the proper actions and beliefs into the automatic stage, into the subconscious stage. So mastering the balance between thoughts, beliefs, attitudes, and actions is the 3rd concept and is very critical. Now, the 4th concept is the gateway to the subconscious. How is it that we get the right beliefs, attitudes, and actions into the subconscious? And it happens in 4 steps. So the first one is when you're learning new skills and elevating your frequency and expanding your mind, you go through these 4 stages. The first one is unconscious incompetence, right? So you don't know what you don't know. We all live it. That's one of my main rules of life. Is the reality is we don't know what we don't know, and we all live in a state where we don't know something. So unconscious incompetence is your first stage. From there, it goes into conscious incompetence. Now I know that I don't know. I'm conscious that I'm not aware of everything that I need to be aware of in order to improve or in life in general. There's all something that we don't know. So conscious incompetence. From there, there's conscious competence. I'm beginning to learn. I'm beginning to seek out the information that I need, and I'm putting it into play and I'm putting it into practice. And then finally is just unconscious incompetence, where now the information and the habits are automatic. They're just in the knowledge bank, and you just, over time, those habits compound into what you want. Now, the reality is your current situation is the compounded effect of what you're currently holding in your subconscious mind. In many cases, which is influenced by other people. The majority of our subconscious mind is influenced by others, which goes back to step 1. Who do you listen to? Who are you allowing to influence and seep into your subconscious mind? So if you don't like it, then you have to start from the top and start to reflect on, hey, who do I want to become? What do I want to achieve? And start to drill those goals and the relevant habits and education into your conscious mind, putting it into your subconscious mind, so then things become automatic. So in recap, who do you listen to? It's critical to constantly evaluate your associations, and they don't all need to be physical in-person associations. Reflect on what you want, who you want to become, what you want to achieve, and then model yourself after people of that stature, whether it be through books and audio cassettes first, or audio, nowadays MP3s and audios first. And then over time, as your frequency elevates, you will begin to attract better people, better quality people into your life. Those people will have an even greater influence on you. So associations are critical. Number 2, teachability index. Major, major, major key. You've got to be willing to change. You've got to be willing to learn. You've got to be willing to let go of crappy habits and install new ones. Number 3, understanding the balance, mastering the balance between your attitudes, beliefs, thought process, mindset, and the actions, and making sure that the attitudes, beliefs, and thought processes are where they're supposed to be so that the actions become automatic. And how do we get to that point? Well, you do it through the 4 stages of learning, working through unconscious incompetence, conscious incompetence, conscious competence, and then conscious competence. So there you have it. It's a lot to unpack. In future videos, we're going to go ahead and dive into each one of these subjects a little bit further, but I just wanted to plant the seed because at the end of the day, it's the basics. You can only build as high as your foundation is deep. So when you master the basics, you're going to build a beautiful life. I hope you found value in this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share with family and friends. It helps me spread the good word far and wide, and I look forward to catching you guys in the next video.